Looks smooth on that. Right. They got to figure it out. Still sore, still swelling. Markieff Morris down low. Now, what do you think, Jeff, about the two brothers who are so close? Do they get after each other when they're guarding each other?
I think it'll remind me, I think, as a nice shot by
George throws it inside. Zubac has also played well recently. Banks it home. Fans here at the Staples Center, but that's going to change in less than a couple of weeks, mid-April. As Marcus Morris have been the road team 42 times over that period. They're 21-21. They've split. As Kawhi Leonard knocks down the three.
Didn't they buy a new?
Yep. I don't know if they've determined the exact as the Morris. This time, Markieff draws a foul.
Apart. Yeah, I was just thinking that when they showed the split screen, there was no chance.
Well,
do you think that?
Leonard tied up by Markieff. Marcus Morris connects on a three. Wings are a combined 6 for 6. Bad pass from Kuzma. Kawhi Leonard snatches it. Dribbles past, drives in and throws it down. Markieff Morris, they lost the first 3 without him. But they've won 3 of their last 4. Schroeder, nice feet inside, and Marc Gasol throws it down.
And if you want to know what kind of mood he's in as he has to sit out all these games, well, he tweeted at 5.
Really?
I don't believe he's been here.
Schroeder knocks down the jumper.
No, obviously not.
Marcus misses the first nice pass from Leonard. Marcus Morris comes right back.
Bathrobe over there.
Nice fake Caldwell Pope pull-up jumper. Kentavious Caldwell Pope knocks down. And some second-round draft picks going to the Hawks in exchange for Rondo. Nice pass inside. Schroeder to Mark
James and Davis, and he should be able to get some lobs, second shots.
Playing with more and more confidence off of his success last year.
Kawhi Leonard gets inside, blocked by Harrell. Backing in right away. Gets inside and knocks it down. 53% for the Lakers. Same for the Clippers. Terrence Mann on the pull-up. Nice soft touch. I think in his second year, he played his college ball at Florida State. And he has had some nice minutes in recent weeks. Horton Tucker on Rondo. Batum for 3. That's good.
And that's what Tyler.
That's not one of the only air balls. He's had another one.
He shot the tech.
Yeah,
and it was an air ball.
Paul George. Horton Tucker doubles. Good ball movement. And Terrence Mann finishes out with a. George flips it up and rolls around and drops in.
He's just more comfortable too, guys. He knows he's going to be here for a while. He knows he's a champion, and he told me that has made all
your locker room, on your team bus, on your flights. Give a burst of energy throughout the entire season.
Paul George, 3 rebounds, 2 assists here this afternoon. Montrezl Harrell, nice looking jumper from the big
discipline.
By the way, that challenge was unsuccessful. Paul George comes right back, stays aggressive. He's in double figures. Marcus Morris knocked away by Caldwell Pope. Kuzma goes at Jackson, drives and banks it home.
Position, but active with his hands. Came up with the steal.
Reggie Jackson back in and gets to the bucket. But good recovery. Zubac does a nice job making Leonard take a tough shot. Now he gets it back and Zubac puts it up and in. Zubac got in the way.
And Coach and I were talking about it. Zubac is one of the most underrated players in this game.
And then blocks the shot down the other end.
The things he does on a nightly basis you can take for granted. It's winning basketball on both sides of the floor.
And Marcus Morris knocks it down. Leonard, Marcus Morris, another Marcus Morris. The floor late. Looks like he may have gotten hit in the face. Marc Gasol rattles in, and Marc Gasol from down.
C or D. He said he has to accept it because that's his job. He is still committed to this Lakers team, but he made it clear.
Both teams missing key players. Obviously, the Lakers decimated without LeBron James and Anthony Davis as Kuzma draws the.
Well, Mike, over in the Lakers locker room at halftime, Coach Frank Vogel told his team the 5-0 run they had at the end of the first half, that should be. Who said he was happy with how aggressive Paul George has been in this game. Paul's official injury is a bone edema in his right big toe.
Zubac, nice feet inside, and Kawhi Leonard banks it home.
I'm saying kill yourself before in between, but you got to do something to be ready. And that happened. No, I'm the guy that got, I'm not going to, no. I never took the basketball and went home.
Assists. Although Denver did win the game. Schroeder back out, and the Soul's going to try the three and able to connect.
Appreciate it.
Well, I think it's because of his back. I don't think he's trying to show off.
I didn't say show off.
That's good.
You set yourself up for that one.
Marcus Morris drills another.
Even though it was a little contrarian to his Philly roots and even to his brother, he was going to be a Cowboys fan.
I can't have my dog named the same thing. I can't have one Rufus and another Rufus.
Kawhi Leonard doubled. Rondo sweeps across and lays it up home. Yes, that's Noah Eagle sitting behind Jeff. The Clippers radio voice, just a fabulous young.
Syracuse.
A lot younger than us. Horton Tucker drives, banks it home.
You got it on.
Patterson drives, goes inside, side of the backboard. That's a pretty ugly possession as Caruso throws it back for Kuzma, back to Caruso.
This game.
Harrell banks it in.
He's going to shoot that ball tonight.
Tough, crafty. I'm going to pick the upset. I'm going with Arizona to win it all.
Stanford beat him by Stanford. I was surprised. Stanford hasn't won a national championship in women's basketball since 19.
Paul George probably won't play much more if this lead stays the same, but Horton Tucker rips it right out of his hands. Horton Tucker drives inside, lays it up and in. Well, Frank Vogel said Horton Tucker during the preseason, he played so well that he got to find minutes for that young man as Kawhi Leonard by a team. The Clippers. The shot clock winds down. Montrezl Harrell hits the jumper. That was way back on December.
Last night, decided by over 40 points.
Patterson banks it home. 22-point lead for the Clippers. The closest the Lakers have been in the second half is 13. As Halen, one of the theories and some players have said as Caldwell Pope misses without the fans in some places as Harrell's performances that they're just not there. And everybody talks about it. Coaches, players, front office people as George knocks it lessened a bit. But the majority of it has not. Horton Tucker, the tip won't go, and the follow.
You get on a good stretch or the other team gets on a bad stretch, things can change and change quickly. Not sure if that's going to happen tonight. Somebody had 61 in a final game today.
Well, the fact that it still holds after all these years is midway point here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope with his recently, again getting more minutes with all the injuries they've had. Feed inside, Montrezl Harrell banks it home and a foul. Rondo has played 13 minutes. He's on a minutes restriction. They haven't told exactly why. Kennard knocks it down.
Absolutely. And I agree. It doesn't matter, meaning the most important thing for the Lakers right now is to get healthy and whole. But
State in terms of what's allowed, what percentage capacity they have.
I'll tell you this, though, Mike. I think
Next day or two, and he's got some friendly faces on this team, a chance to succeed. Rajon Rondo not only has played with Boogie,
An Achilles tear, an ACL tear. As Kennard gets it in and rattles it home. Look. Coffee back out. Shot clock at 6. Kennard kicks it out. Patrick Patterson gets a wide open look and knocks down the three. 14th.
the picture on the court, I just can't. I mean, it's amazing